Hey folks, today is November the 22nd. It's currently 1:45 in the afternoon. I want to do a quick video on getting started with ICOs. I've gotten a few emails from people asking if I could do a kind of an A through Z intro video to ICO investing. So that's kind of what this is going to be. Right now I'm on a site called coinschedule.com, and I'm just here so you guys can see the number of ICOs that are released on a daily basis here. So there are no shortage of ICOs that we're going to be able to jump in. So in the future, excuse me, if you happen to miss one or anything like that, it's definitely not a problem because there will always be new ICOs coming out. And I'm choosing to focus on the lending platform niche just based on, or just because of the performance that I've seen those do in the past. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in here. At EmpireAmbition.com, if you go to the ICO investment results page, if you scroll down, you'll see all of the investments that I've invested in and all of those that I'm planning to invest in. If you see something that says open, that means that's still open for you to purchase ICO tokens. And if it says closed, that means the ICO is now closed. And I've also decided to put updates here and also let you guys see exactly where I stand with each token. And I most likely look at putting this video maybe right here in between these two paragraphs. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to need to do is get some Bitcoin and Ethereum. Typically, if it's an ERC20 token, you're going to have to use an Ethereum wallet to send it there. But sometimes, like with Gold Rewards, they'll let you send Bitcoin as long as you provide an Ethereum wallet. All right, so step number one, getting Bitcoin, we're going to use Coinbase. And I'll make sure I put a link below this video to Coinbase. All right, so once you get there, you're simply going to fill out your information and then click on Create Account. And let's pull this up real quick here. All right, so actually the very first thing you're going to want to do is provide a payment method. And you're going to do that in the back office. Very easy. You just put your information in and it'll be there. So you're going to want to click on, let me see if I can get this without this line here. And I'm not sure if it's going to let me. Hopefully you guys can see at the very top is going to say buy, sell. All right, and if you want to buy Bitcoin or Ethereum, all you're going to want to do is click on buy or sell at the top. And then you're going to choose which one you want. So for example, here, if we want to buy Bitcoin, we'll simply select Bitcoin, just click it. You're going to choose the payment method that you added. And then down here, you're going to select however much Bitcoin that you want to buy. Then you just click on buy Bitcoin instantly. You're going to do the exact same thing for Ethereum. If you're buying or want to buy or invest in a token and they only accept Ethereum. So you just click Ethereum, select your payment method, enter how much you want to buy, and then click on buy Ethereum instantly. It'll change to Ethereum once you switch over. All right, so that's step number one. Very easy. Coinbase has always been very easy. That's why I always recommend it to people. All right, now step number two. You're going to need to get those Bitcoins over to the ICO platform. Let me get this up real quick. Give me one moment here. All right. So once you actually have purchased some Bitcoin, again, at the top, you're going to see accounts. You're going to click on that. And that's going to take you to this page here. And as you can see here right now, ETH is at 0. BTC, I did have a balance, but I have already whited that out. But depending on which one you're using here, you're going to focus and click on send Bitcoin or send Ethereum. If you want to send Bitcoin, you'll simply click on send and this will pop up. Once you click send, this box is going to pop up and you're going to want to enter the recipient's Bitcoin address, and they're going to actually give that to you, and I'm going to show you that right now. All right, so let's take a look at SFI coin. This is something that's coming up here in a few days. As you can see here, it's going to be starting at 10 cents. And by the end of the ICO, the last phase is going to be 90 cents. So that's in basically an automatic 800% return on investment. So I'm potentially considering jumping into this one. And I'm pretty sure I have it listed here as well. All right, SFI coin coming soon, 11/26. Okay, so that's there. All right, so once you get into the back office, and this is going to be the same for any of these ICO platforms, once you get here, you're going to have a wallet. And when you go to that wallet, it's going to give you a Bitcoin address. For example, here, my Bitcoin address is this right here. All right, so once you get your Bitcoin address, all you have to do is enter that right here where it says enter a BTC address. Then you decide how much you want to send, and then you click continue, and there'll be one other confirmation page after you click continue. And you're going to have to wait for some confirmations. Typically, I think it's between 1 and 3. A lot of the platforms wait, but basically once you do that, about 30 minutes or so later, that Bitcoin will show up right here. And if this ICO was already started, there'd be a button that says buy ICO, which is what you can see right here. It's not active yet, but you'll click on that and you'll be able to use your Bitcoin to buy this coin or whatever coin you happen to want to purchase. And folks, it is just that simple. So again, get your Coinbase account, deposit, or not deposit, but set up a, where is it at here? Let me pull this screenshot back up. All right, so set up a payment method. And after you do that, you'll be able to come here, click on buy sell, choose Bitcoin or Ethereum, choose your payment method. After you get done buying it, you can then look at sending that Bitcoin over to whatever ICO you want to participate in. And again, I just showed you how you can get your Bitcoin address for the different ICOs. This one has it right on the home page, but typically you'll click on my wallet or click on wallet and it'll take you to a page where you'll get your Bitcoin wallet for whatever particular platform you happen to be on. Just stick it there, choose how much you want to send, click continue, do the confirmation, wait for it to show up, and then once the ICO starts, use your Bitcoin to purchase those particular tokens. And at that point, you basically have to wait for it to hit an exchange. All right, now let's look at the next thing. If you're wanting to participate in an ICO and they only accept Ethereum, you most likely are going to have to use something called MyEtherWallet. There are lots of wallets out there, but I choose to use MyEtherWallet again just for simplicity's sake. And here it is here, MyEtherWallet.com. Let's give this a second to come up. All right. And I'm going to put a link directly below this to show you guys exactly how to get this set up. And this is what that link looks like. All right, how to set up an Ethereum wallet and buy Ether. As you can see here, step 1, step 2, and it goes through each step and it'll walk you through exactly how to get your MyEtherWallet set up. So check beneath this video for that link. All right, the next thing you're going to want to do once you actually get your MyEtherWallet set up, if you're using Coinbase, again, you're going to want to send Ethereum to your MyEtherWallet. And once you get this set up, you will get your wallet address, and you'll simply send it to your wallet address. And also, the good thing about ERC20 tokens, typically once you send your Ethereum, they will send back your tokens right away to your MyEtherWallet. So they won't be on the platform. Like, for example, here, these are going to be on the platform, and you basically just have to wait until it hits the exchange. But here, you're going to be able to have those tokens in your own personal wallet, which is a good thing, off of the platform. All right. This is another link. It's going to basically walk you through participation in the Ethereum token crowd sales. And all you're going to want to do is scroll down MyEtherWallet, example of how to participate. All right, so once you actually get your MyEtherWallet and say you want to participate in an ICO that only accepts Ethereum. All right, after you log into MyEtherWallet, actually it's not even logging in, you're just going to click on Send Ether in Tokens. And at that point, you're going to have to input your mnemonic phrase or your private key or whatever you personally plan on using. They'll give you all this information during the setup process. All right, so you're going to go to the Send Ether in Tokens page, and like I said in the previous or a little bit earlier, you're going to be able to get your Ethereum address, or the Ethereum address that you're going to send to, and you're going to input that right here. Amount to send, enter how much Ethereum you want to send. Gas limit, they're going to give that information to you, and data is your personal reference number. So that's everything you're going to need to actually get started. That's for Bitcoin as well as Ethereum. All right, next let's take a look at the ICOs themselves. As I mentioned earlier, I do plan on only focusing on the lending platforms. And again, that's just my choice. You guys can obviously focus on whatever you want to, but I think these have very high probability of making me a lot of money. So that's basically why I'm choosing to stick with them. Some of the things you want to look out for as you evaluate some of these ICOs is the roadmap, the white paper. And let's go ahead and, for example, let's take HextraCoin. If we scroll down here, you can see they will always list the roadmap, the white paper. And if we click on roadmap, it should take us to the roadmap here. All right, so this basically tells us exactly what's going to happen. For example, right now we're in November. Start lending program, trading on Nova Exchange, trading on Coin Exchange, target price $20. And obviously HextraCoin has blown through that target price. Last time I checked, it was I think $35-40, so it's definitely gone past that. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at white paper. Again, all of this is research that you're going to want to do. White paper. And this is going to give you all the information on the company and what they plan on doing. As you guys can see here, see the roadmap again, investment opportunity. All right. So with any of these ICOs, not just HextraCoin, they will always have a white paper and a roadmap. Let me actually see here. All right, so for example here, roadmap, white paper. So any of these that come out, you'll be able to check that out. All right, let's get back up to the top here. All right, so for SFI coin, sign up is obviously going to be, something easy for any of these platforms, but just to show you guys the steps with this particular ICO, you'll just click on log in. And it'll take you here, and you're going to click on open an account, and you'll click on that. And you'll simply go through this process here. Again, very easy stuff, nothing complicated about it. With a lot of the other ICOs, it's even simpler. There will be simply something at the top that simply says get signed up or something along those lines. So definitely easy to get into the back office and get set up with these ICOs here. All right, and I'm pretty sure I've already gone over how to get funds onto the platforms. As I mentioned, you'll take your Bitcoin address and go to Coinbase, input it there, send some Bitcoin over to the back office here. And once the ICO gets launched, you'll use your Bitcoin to buy tokens. And at that point, you're just going to play the waiting game and see when and if it does hit an exchange. Some of these will do an internal exchange first, and others will go directly to an external exchange. For example, Regal Coin went directly to an external exchange, and it shot up pretty quickly. It got up to as high as $90 per token. Okay, so definitely a positive response with that. And let me check Hextra one more time. All right, and this is an example of an internal exchange. This is a Hextra. As you can see here, they do have an internal exchange. And on their roadmap, as I just showed you guys a moment ago, there are plans to hit an external exchange. And the reason I'm still holding some of my Hextra coin, you can see I only have 25 left, $883.26. I'm holding that because I believe once it hits an external exchange, I expect the price to jump up significantly. I expect us to at least hit, 50, 60 bucks. And again, that's just my opinion. And as I've stated before, and I'm going to continue to state it, this is extremely risky investing. I want to make sure everybody understands that. It is possible that, some of these ICOs won't make it to an exchange. That is more than possible. And that's also one of the reasons why I choose not to invest in any of the lending platforms. I'm completely focused on the ICO releases, and that is all. And like I said, that's just me personally. I don't want my funds tied up for an extended period of time, 4 or 5 or in some instances 6 months. All right. I do believe that is everything I wanted to touch on. Once I get this video up, I'll make sure that I put links to all of this information here. I'll put a link to Coinbase. I'll put a link to MyEtherWallet, as well as a link to this information on how to set up MyEtherWallet, and also this information on how to send Ethereum once you get ready to do that. All right. And this ICO launches, in 3 days. So like I said, I'll definitely look at putting a few bucks in here at 10 cents per token. And then December 25th, when this ends, it'll be 90. Like I said earlier, that gives us kind of a built-in profit. And just based on what I've seen these do in the past, I think we could have a nice little winner here if it goes to the exchange. But we'll have to be patient and just keep watching and see. And as always, I will continue to update this page with information. Like I said, every time I jump into a coin or I'm about to jump into a coin, I'll put that information here so that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. All right, that's everything I want to touch on, folks. If you guys have any questions whatsoever on how to participate in these ICOs, or basically any questions on anything I've just gone over, do not hesitate to send them my way. All right, folks, take care.